Alright, can you guys hear me okay? Welcome in. Let me know if the volume's too loud on anything. You can hear me? Okay, cool. I should probably post in the Discord that we're live. Should I do a pull on Star Rail real quick, guys? Because that's about to go into maintenance, I think. Could be wrong. Go for it. You guys are here as witnesses. We're pulling one pull. I think all I have, is one pull, if that's. Let's find out. So this being the first in the series, we're gonna go live on Instagram here in a second once my colleague is in the room. He's talking to some students right now. Let's see here. And I wonder if he has headphones. Are you guys getting an echo from the game at all? Let me know. J-Dog Trombone, welcome in. You're not? Okay, that's good, because I was playing out of the computer speakers. This is my mobile setup. You guys can see, maybe I'll take a picture for later. This is my mobile setup. Okay, I got 90 Jades there. How many pulls do I have? Maintenance, yes, it's in like 20 minutes. I have one pull, chat. Oh no, it's gone! No, we lost our chance. The banner's gone. Rip Yao Guang. But surprisingly, Saber's still here. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to deal with Elation Trailblazer for now. It's okay, Dragon. It's okay. Oh, are we getting game audio? Shall we just swipe back over? There we go. All right. So I've got my mic here. It's the wireless lav mic. Got a separate mic here that will move as close as we can to our special guest. We're not live on Instagram yet. If anyone's wondering, I'm just. Because I think there's a 1 hour limit. I think I made it so that it's a 2 hour limit. I had to shift our Instagram account from a business profile to a creator profile. And it should be 2 hours, but I don't know if that takes time to set or whatever. But so we're gonna test right now. This is basically a test stream. Mr. Betz will be my guinea pig. It's at least a 1 hour stream before it cuts off. It should be 2 hours, but we'll see. So if anyone's wondering, hey, I hear they're supposed to be on right now and they're not on Instagram, that's why. But we are ready to go live on Instagram as soon as everyone's here. But and then those of you that are, if any of you are here are students, let your friends know. We are live on Twitch already, and then we'll be live on Instagram shortly. So get everyone in here. The point of Mr. Betz being the first guest here is so that we can get to some choir students that are curious to kind of check in on this, see Mr. Betz try out the game for the first time, and then maybe hear a little bit about marching band and what they can expect. Let me go check in on how we're doing here. Yeah, they're still working on some stuff. My old phone here. You got an ad, no worries. Not that you can hear me right now anyway. Alright. Back? Alright, welcome back. We're kind of just hanging out until Mr. Betz is ready to go. Bum. They're waxing the floors outside, guys. Alright, and then... Oh, you know what? I should add a... Hold on. I'm going to add a button on my Stream Deck real quick. OBS Studio source. Okay, so let's see. Perfect. Doodles, welcome in. Have any ideas for K-pop Demon Hunter stuff for like a 7-year-old? It's his favorite thing right now, and I'm trying to shop for his birthday, but all I can find is stationery sets. Go on the official Netflix shop. I mean, they're a little pricey, but you get a good variety of stuff. So go to, I think it's netflix.shop, and then see what they have there. They have some really cool stuff. Again, a little pricey, but some pretty cool stuff. And I'm sure like your typical like Targets and Walmarts and Amazon would have some cheaper stuff, but I don't know if I would describe those things as like cool. But yeah. Alright, we should be live on the Instagram in a little bit here. Letting the controller charge while we're waiting here. How's everyone's Tuesday? Got my water here. Yeah, we're gonna switch this off because at some point, can you guys still hear the game? I think you should be able to. Yeah, you should. So this is just so when, because he's gonna have to create his own account at some point early. So we're gonna block the screen so he can put in his information, email, password, all that. It's been like, oh, that's a cool K-pop Demon Hunters thing, and it's a fashion designer set. He would touch that once, and then it'd sit in the closet for months on end. Oh, it's like one of those things. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, maybe it's just like you can get him like the soundtrack CD or something. What else? Or instead of like a fashion designer set, there are some cool like shirts and hoodies. Like I got the yellow shirt that or yellow hoodie that Zoe wears at the end of the movie. Dad beat me to the CD. I have the yellow hoodie that Zoe wears with like Derpy's face on the front. There's some other like Huntrix and Saja Boys stuff on there as well, like hoodies or shirts. If they're into pajamas, they can get Rumi's Teddy Bears and Choo Choo PJ pants, or Mira's polar bear sweater. They even have like Zoe's bomber jacket that she wears, I think, kind of first third of the movie, or Rumi's like yellow jacket that she wears in like the intro of the movie. So apparel would be good because then they wear it like maybe once a week or two, that way it gets some use. I have a hat, also a Huntrix hat, so they can wear that from time to time when they go out. It's like it's just a hat, just have the hat going. That could actually work really well. It needs more clothes. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, apparel would be great because shirts, hoodies, hats. You wear them, once in a while, obviously, per laundry cycle, and that way you don't get too bored of it real fast. And if you need a shirt and you're not picky, there you go. Can't find something the right size, you could use one of the oversized shirts as PJs. That's true. That's true. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, we were actually I was browsing and you guys were just like watching me browse without actually seeing stuff. I was looking on the other day for for the light stick because that for some reason that came to mind that the Huntrix fans like hold up throughout the movie. I was also checking to see if the Derpy plushie was back in stock. It's not. There's some really cool stuff though on again, not Netflix.shop, even just to get ideas. So Netflix.shop, not sponsored. Sponsor me, Netflix. What else? Do you think the spot right here is like tall enough for Mr. Betz? Hey, Base, welcome in. Welcome. Guess where I am right now? Everything right now are Marvel and KPDH. So it's so hard to shop Marvel stuff since he's seen Iron Man 3 and Spider-Man movies, which gives very limited options there. Fair. Have they seen the Avengers movies? Because there's a new Spider-Man movie coming out this summer and a new Avengers movie coming out this December. Hey, how's it going?
Great. I'm going to hit the restroom real quick.
Sure. Yeah, no rush. Oh. Do you have headphones, by the way, that you can maybe plug in? Although we can use the computer speaker. It's just AirPods. That'll work. Okay. I think. Let's see. Your uncle gave an oversized dragon shirt, predicted my love of dragons. There you go. That I wore as PJs for years. The sad day when I mean, I still keep if I have like an old like shirt or something that I maybe outgrew, which I don't know if I have a ton of those anymore. But if I have something that maybe it's like worn out beyond use, I'll still keep it, and maybe at some point I can like make a quilt out of it or something. People do that. Started Civil War once, but he had to turn it off because he got too hyped. Oh, that's okay. Maybe when they're older. They'll probably appreciate it more when they're older anyway. I don't know. Oh, you don't know where it is? Probably some bin somewhere. If it's still around, it might have got tossed at some point, I'm sure. Or used as a rag. All right. So we're gonna go live on the Instagram here once everything is good to go. I have to figure out how to connect his AirPods to the, because it has to go through the computer. Hey. I'm gonna mute some stuff real quick and explain some things here. He forgot his AirPods. Just so he can hear the game better instead of just using the computer speakers. Because then, I know you guys said you guys couldn't hear it, but just to be on the safe side. All right, you like my mobile setup here?
Check this out. This is incredible.
All right. Can you guys hear the game yet, or no? You can hear the game, right?
I can hear it.
So it's probably coming through here. I needed it to come through here. So give me a second. I'll check one thing here. Okay, hang on. And then what we're gonna have you do after this, we're gonna have you set up a Genshin account. System capture there, and then AirPods there. Okay. You said your transparency doesn't work. Can you hear okay right now?
Oh, I took my left AirPod out.
Okay.
It was pretty hard to hear.
Okay. Can you hear the game now, or no?
In my right AirPod, I do not hear anything. No.
Okay. Let's see.
Still no.
Okay. Sound's coming through now. Can you hear anything? No?
No.
Turn it up a little bit.
Nothing yet.
Turn on my mic. Can you guys hear right now? Can you hear the game? Let's see. AM here says hello to you.
What's up? Is that Ali?
Hold on.
I can't remember who that is. Yay, it's Ali.
There you go. And if you can't see that one, I have it. I'll also sit up here. Let's see. That's odd. You should be hearing it, but
They're saying yes.
they can hear it. I can see that they can hear it.
Oh.
I need you to hear it too.
Unfortunately, I do not.
Okay, let's see.
Oh,
Can you hear it?
yeah.
Okay. How's the volume? Volume okay?
Volume sounds good. You
Okay.
hear the background music is good.
Okay. And then just let me know if it's too much or not. I can turn it up or down here.
Oh, this is way good.
All right. So I think we're ready to go live on the Instagram as well. I had to wait on this because I think here I did a test stream the other day, and I think it was originally a 1 hour limit. So, but then I switched the Stag Marching account from a business profile to a creator profile. So it
Okay.
should be a 2 hour limit now. So we're kind of testing it here. So people are already starting to join. All right. Hello guys. Hello Instagram. All right, I think we are good to go. And again, to start out, we're gonna be in touch mode. So you can even like take it off the stand if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then again, once you get the first checkpoint, there you go. So I mean, it's just like a regular controller. Move on the left here, and then there will be buttons that you'll eventually tap on the right. Actually, let's see here. We might need to switch accounts too, because you're gonna make your own, and I can even hide it from here too, so that they can't see your passwords.
Nice. Wait, do I need to have a Twitch account?
Huh?
Or am I creating
You're
an
creating an account. You can put it on any email. You can even make up an email, whatever. So we're gonna go here, and where was it here? Oh, maybe it's just right on the screen here. And then we're gonna create or log in with a new account. So I'm going to hide the screen. Click on the little door there. Yep. Switch accounts. All right. If you guys are just joining us, welcome in. We got Mr. Betz trying Genshin Impact for the first time. There's a camera right there. All right, and we should be live on the Instagram as well. All right. How's everyone doing today? I've been playing Genshin since, you want to say 2023? Nice. Let's see here. Juliet, welcome, welcome. When is Cozy Collab? That's a great question. We have more collabs coming. I don't want to go into too many details yet because we're still working out details. But let's see here. Make sure. If you're getting weird audio switching to different devices, just let me know. But we have the other people that we're hoping to bring in at some point as guests. Like, for example, we've reached out to some of the junior high band directors. We'll see what they think when they try out the game. Welcome, new traveler. Yeah. Very new traveler to Tavat. Now, we should be able to take Mr. Betz here through the opening tutorial, if you guys remember, in Mondstadt, up to the point where we're at least in Jean's office. Depending on their adventure rank, we might be able to go into one of the dungeons, do some of the puzzles. Let's see here. Unemployed activities. What's going on? But yeah, we've invited some of the junior high directors. Hopefully, we'll get them out soon. One of them hopefully will be at the early start, like the start of next week, and they'll get to try it out for their first time as well. They're out of state at the moment. That's why they can't do it right now. All right. Are you there? I think he's there. So you can hold on to it for now,
Cool.
because you'll be playing.
So,
Got it.
what
All right, here we
you're
go,
trying
guys.
to say is that you fell here from another world? But when you wanted to leave and go on to the next world, your path was blocked by some unknown god?
Outlanders.
So already the music is
Your
capturing.
journey ends
Yes.
here.
Well, this is so the game. It's an ongoing game. So each region
The
comes out like
sustainer
each
of
year.
heaven
Each year is a new region.
The
We're planning on
irrigation
doing
of
NAT
mankind
for a month,
ends
which is
now.
like the fifth or sixth one.
Okay.
Genshin cutscene. Yeah, well, yes. So yeah, this game came out in 2020 at the first time. So you can choose between either the male avatar or the female avatar. Both are in the game. They just kind of swap
So
places.
this is me.
That's not you. That's the you basically these two are they're like siblings that are kind of just kind of flying around, and they've encountered this person that's kind of stopped them in their tracks.
Gotcha.
So you pick if you're the male or female. Now you're gonna put your name in there.
Now, let's see. I'll just use.
Yes, Doodles. Yeah, we're in Nitri.
Should your name be known? Ninja B.
I think it just said. What did it say? Okay, yeah, try it. Can't contain spaces, so just, yeah, just taking space out, I guess.
Ninja.
Nice. Those of you in the Instagram chat, you guys can hear me okay?
This screen is amazing.
Oh, yeah. This is what I stream. It's like it's good enough for streaming.
Obviously, it's a pro. Is there like a? Never mind. I'll just enjoy this. This is incredible.
Wait! Don't go! Give my sister back! And just like that, the god took away my sister. Some kind of seal was cast upon me, and I lost my power.
This is me talking.
Yes.
So while we used to travel from world to world, we are now trapped here. How many years ago was it? I don't know.
So now we're forward a little bit of time.
But I intend to find out. When I woke, I was all alone. Until I met you 2 months ago.
Yeah, Paimon really owes you for that. Otherwise, Paimon likely would have drowned. So Paimon will do her best to be a great god.
Excuse me. You're good.
We should head off. Let's get going.
Now, can you hear this at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, yeah, pinch zoom. There's your controller for now.
Okay. All right. Then, wonder if I can. Yep. Okay.
Okay, and then you get your actions button there in the bottom right. Let's see. I think you're both also. I turned the game down a little bit, so hopefully that you guys can hear okay now. Let's see. Those are worth noting. It'll be important that those staccato notes have enough space on the field. And yes, guys, yeah, we are in Nightcry in the main game. So, yeah, so right now this is Mondstadt. This is like the opening region. It's meant to be kind of like the tutorial nation. And the game from time to time comes back. So you got a little monster there you want to try and take out if you can. So because, again, we are playing the mobile version. Yeah, we're doing it on an iPad. But this is available. Like, you can play this on your phone. I just don't like playing with touchscreen, so I don't play it on my phone much. But yeah, you could play it on your phone. A lot of people do play it on their phone as their primary.
Okay.
It's also available for PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and hopefully at some point the Switch too. So yeah, this is a teleport waypoint. We're gonna go ahead and activate it by just tapping that little action button there in the middle. So it'll open, yep. So then that's basically this is how we can fast travel around the region.
Sure.
And one of the comments that when this game came out, because this first nation, every nation has their own like element and it's kind of like part of the theme. For Mondstadt, the theme was wind, and at the time this game came out, a lot of comparisons were made because it's an open world adventure and it's a very wind theme. Can you think of other games that are very popular that kind of fit that wind theme?
Water Breaker, the Wind Breaker. No, Breath of the Wild.
There you go. Yeah, Breath of the Wild. So a lot of people make comparisons, and it does this opening region that we're in right now, which we're trying out, does play very similarly to Breath of the Wild in many ways. So like you're gonna get a glider at some point, and it's gonna feel very similar to that.
Okay.
Climbing depletes stamina and depleted
Welcome in, guys.
stamina
How's it
takes
going?
time
Welcome to the
recover.
chat. If you guys here are, if you're here through Instagram
Okay,
or
let's stick to
Twitch,
what we planned. We're off to
let's
a
see.
statue of the seven.
Oh, your music director is boring compared to us.
Which
Yeah,
of
we're
the
much
seven
more.
are you
We're much
looking for
cooler.
exactly?
Psh, who's calling me boring? Is that Ollie?
No, it's people from like other
Oh.
other places,
Oh.
other schools.
All right. Cool. 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 Wait, so at what point can I pick up the controller? Because I
So
also
yeah, I'll show you when we get to the first. So the one you did right now is like a waypoint for fast travel. We're getting close to a statue. What's called Statue of the Seven. And once we get there, we can switch over to the controller if you would prefer that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so on an iPad, obviously, it's kind of like unwieldy to play on a touchscreen. But again, on a phone, it's a little bit easier. Again, I still don't prefer to play on a touchscreen. I can avoid it. If I
Sure.
have to, I will. But
And right now, I have to, right?
yeah, so when the game launched for mobile, originally it was touchscreen only. And then later on, they added support for controllers.
Nice.
The game does support controllers like from the get-go on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. If it detects a controller is connected to the PC right off the bat.
Nice.
Some people do prefer to play with mouse keyboard. I don't understand how, but
That's a statue of the seven.
I've never understood the mouse keyboard situation.
There are a few of these statues scattered across the land. to show
Immediately
the
blaming
Seven's
you for
protection
nothing.
over the world. Among the seven gods.
let's see.
Paimon's not
Multitasking here.
sure
Watching,
whether the
homework,
god you're
reading a book,
looking for is
worth
the
it.
animal
Welcome
god,
in.
but Paimon will take you to the animal god's place first, and there's
So
the
those of you in the
reason
chats, yeah, we're trying out Genshin Impact here for the first time. So this is the Mondstadt region for those who are familiar with the game.
why. As we all know, poetry and language flow
If you
like
in the chat
wind.
do play as well, feel free to drop your UID.
There'll
in the
definitely
chat.
be someone there who knows about your sister.
Now the reason why, so I don't
Always
normally, I
like
don't
Paimon
typically
thinks,
stream on
whether
Instagram,
the gods
guys,
actually
but
answer you is a
right
different
now,
story.
because I normally stream on
You
Twitch,
never
but
know
we are
unless
streaming on
you try.
Instagram because when we do this,
So
we
it's
have
up to
invited
you.
the middle school directors to invite them to play as well, because we want their students to see as well, especially if they're not familiar with the game. However, as some of you guys know, Twitch has an age minimum, so because most of the junior high kids, the 8th graders are fine for Twitch, but because any of the younger students that might want to tune in are too young for Twitch, technically, we have the Instagram set up as well.
Are you streaming on chargers?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Marching charger?
Yes, yeah.
I gotta
You
keep
can
getting
swim
up to
right
run.
over.
Yeah, so once we get past this statue here, we should be able to switch to controller if you really want to.
This is, I mean,
Yeah, it's workable, especially if I think on a smaller screen.
but like obviously holding an iPad's
Yeah.
not gonna have the same.
And again, this is the largest iPad, so it's very unwieldy.
Sure. It's very light. I like it.
Oh yeah. See, some people choose to play with mouse keyboard. I don't know how. Excuse me. Hey.
I don't know what to tell you. Consoles or everything that I played growing up, and mouse keyboard is just I don't know. It's just I'm not used to it. I tried a few times. I don't get it.
All right, so that's the opening map, the tutorial. If you want to real quickly before we go on, kind of swipe around and look at the size of this map. Again, that is just the tutorial area. So we have a lot of places to unlock. So we got another statue there that we'll get to at some point in the distant future if you keep playing.
Okay.
So, but you can kind of see and kind of go around like just how expansive this map is. Obviously, it's hard to see when it's all looking the same, but
Doesn't let you pinch out.
well, you
Oh,
can
little
zoom
bit.
in a little bit, but because the game has expanded so many times, you can't see the whole map at this point yet. So it's just I would look around more on this side, like around this area, like what would be here. So swipe over a little bit, and you can see all these
Oh, yeah,
statues
yeah, yeah.
here, all these places that you would eventually be able to visit.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, after we get through the tutorial, if you have time, I would like to go through the rhythm game, and that would be on my account since that's a little bit further, and you can actually see the whole map that's available at this time.
Okay. So for now,
So go ahead, click the X, and then if there's any dialogue, just get through that real quick,
Ooh,
and then we'll
it
switch
seems
through.
As much as they may want
We
it,
can read it too if you
people
want.
in this world
But then
could
we're gonna
never
switch over to
get a hold
controller
of
here after
powers
this
as
dialogue
easily as you.
finishes. So basically, by touching the statue,
It's a
you
bit
gained
rude
wind
to say
powers,
that about
which
the
most
power
people in
the
this world
gods
can't
just
get.
gave you.
But because you're not from this planet, okay, because you and your sister were just kind of flying by, and one of the what was called the unknown god stopped you in your tracks.
okay.
Because you're not from this planet, apparently, you can touch these statues and get these elemental powers.
Fantastic. Okay. I'm captivated. It's a bit rude to say that the power of the gods.
If we keep heading west from here, we'll eventually reach Mondstadt, the city of freedom.
Hi, Papaya. Thank you for the follow.
Mondstadt is the city of
Question on
wind
Instagram: What
because
made
they
you decide to
worship
do
the
a
god
Genshin show?
animal.
The biggest thing, because I mean, I've been familiar with this game for a long time, but if you guys are familiar with the Natland theme, it's a very like world music
Hiya,
vibe,
papaya.
and as soon as I heard that,
There
I was
are
like, we
also
could really do
lots of
something
bards
like with
there,
this
so perhaps
in like a
let's
school
move
setting.
then.
So that's why we're kind of drawn to that
The
Natlan
elements in this world
idea.
responded to your prayers, and Paimon thinks that's a lovely
Thank you
sign.
for the follow, guys. All right. So now, if you're doing a favor, click on the little face. Let's see, I don't know if we can do it yet. Okay, not yet. Let's beat these enemies, and then we'll switch over to controller. We should be able to do it after we beat all the enemies. So yeah, that main button there, that's like your basic attack. The slightly bigger there, but bigger button versus tap to unleash elemental skill. That's a slightly stronger attack. So we have the basic, we have the skill. And you can see here it says we're going to charge, hold to charge skills for increased power. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then now we've got our elemental burst, which is like our big attack.
Okay,
So once those
alright.
get charged up, go ahead and attack them.
Wait, so I thought I had wind power. It looks like I have fire.
Well, you have wind power. They have what are called swirlable elements, so things like fire or water or electricity. And when you use your wind power against them, it swirls their power. So you can use, if you're facing enemies that are like fire and water and electro at the same time, you can use your wind powers to basically use their powers against themselves. So if you want to switch the controller right now, we can go ahead and put this on the pad there, and then we're going to tap on that little face on the top left. Hi, Papaya. Thank you for the follow, guys.
I don't know where the magnet is.
Oh, it's just line up the tops here. There we go. So we're gonna switch this over so you can play with controller. Oops, controls. Press the button to activate that real quick.
It's on.
Okay, so go ahead and press B. So now we can go through. Now you can see the map in the top left. The yellow is generally where you want to follow. If you want to have like a little guide to show you, you can push in on the left stick, and so it can show you on the map there. So you can see that little icon showed up, and you want to go toward that direction. There you go.
All right, so that's a B is attack.
B, yeah, B is your basic. Y is your
X is jump. Special maybe.
that's your burst. That's the big one. That's the big attack.
Got it,
And
after
your
it's
shoulder
charged.
button is the skill. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's run, and then your other trigger, right trigger. is your
Interesting.
skill.
What did it have me? That's stamina on the right side.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to run or climb or swim faster, that's the trigger. Or sorry, shoulder button. The right trigger underneath that is your skill. That's like the middle attack.
So, all right, so
Wow, what is that? There's something huge in the sky. It's headed towards the heart of the forest. We must proceed with caution.
X is special. B is attack.
Yeah, that's your
X
jump.
is jump. Left buttons don't seem to do anything
Nothing
yet.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, we got some torches over there, and remember, you have wind power, so you could potentially, if they're close to those torches, you could use your skill to kind of throw them in. Let's see, are you arranging it in-house, or is it a bot show? Yeah, we are getting a custom arrangement. We actually just spoke with our music arranger the other day, just kind of preliminary, hey, we got something cool we want to work on, and then we'll have more information on that coming soon.
Oh, that's fun.
There you go.
Do I collect anything?
So see the little white icon that's showing a treasure chest? It's just showing where the nearest one is that's available. So you can go and collect those treasure chests there. And whenever you collect treasure chests, you'll have items that you can get. You also get things like Mora, which is the money in this game, and you'll also get something called Prima Gems. We'll talk about that in a little bit as well.
Amora and Prima Gems?
Yeah, Mora is your money.
Mora.
Prima Gems, we'll talk about that in a bit.
Okay.
All right, so push
Chat.
in on the left stick.
I'm just pushing
Oh,
buttons
sure,
for
yeah.
fiddling
to find
around.
out what it is.
In on the left stick. I mean, like push
Yeah,
down?
so that shows you like your general like, hey, where am I supposed to be on?
Got it.
And then we're gonna follow that in overall. And yeah, feel free to explore. Again, it is an open world game, so there's a lot of cool stuff to do.
Can I adjust my inverted y-axis?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Let's see here. Is this still old Paimon VA? I think so. It's hard to tell because their voice changes over the time. But it doesn't sound like the new one, so I think it's the old VA. Got some people in the chat sharing their UIDs in the Twitch chats. And for those of you who are joining in on Instagram, again, I generally stream on the Twitch channel, which is, you can see the name on the screen there, every day. Not always Genshin, but every day. But we're using the Instagram because when we eventually bring in the middle school band directors, some of their younger students wouldn't be old enough for Twitch technically, so we have this Instagram feed as an alternate option for them.
Is he talking to a dragon? Who's there?
I love the animation.
Yeah, and keep in mind too, this was 6 years ago. So this was what they were able to do on mobile at the time. Obviously, things have gotten better since then. Other games from this company, like Honkai Star Rail or Zenless Zone Zero, the graphics obviously much newer style. But they went with a very like cartoon art style, so they could make the best of what they could with the technology at the time.
Luckily, Paimon managed to grab hold of your hair. Thanks. Just what was that? Paimon thought we were gonna get eaten. It definitely has something to do with that weirdo who was talking to the dragon. Of course not. Oh, what's that? There's some kind of shiny red thingy on the big rock over there. Let's go take a closer look. Be careful. Paimon doesn't have a good feeling about this. Paimon's never seen a stone like this before, so Paimon can't tell what it is. All Paimon knows is that it's dangerous. Best we put it away for now.
Oh,
Okay,
she's Paimon.
We've got it. Now let's
She speaks in the third person.
I'm like, wait a second. Does she have any function aside from guidance? Can you control her at any point, or is she just kind of there?
Not
with
really.
you?
Yeah, you can't control her. She's mostly there as like the guide for the tutorial part, and then she's like kind of like almost like a story companion, so that your character's not mute the entire time. He has someone to talk to.
Hey, you! Stop right there! May the Animo God protect you, stranger. I am Amber, outrider for the Knights of Favonius. You don't look like citizens of Mondstadt. Explain yourselves. Well, we're not looking for trouble. That's what all the troublemakers say. Doesn't sound like a local name to me. And this mascot, what's the deal with it?
Let's see here. Is that Kendall? Welcome in.
That's even worse than being a mascot. So to
Third
sum it
person
up,
speaking characters,
you're
yay or nay? I don't
traveling
mind
partners, right? Well, look, there's been a large dragon sighted around Mondstadt recently. Best you get inside the city as soon as possible.
During a
It's not
music
far from
rehearsal.
here.
No, the
I'll
music
escort
rehearsal
you there.
was all done.
Wait, is that Kendall?
Kendall's in the chat. I think that was Sydney.
Hey, Sydney.
Oh, aren't you out here for some other reason? I am, but not to worry.
Yeah, we
I
got
can
two
keep you
separate
both
chats,
safe while
actually,
doing that
so-
too.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Twitch and Instagram.
What's up, Sydney? You're doing choreo right now.
Besides, I'm still not sure if I can trust you two just yet.
Hey, Jason. Welcome in.
Oh, I'm sorry. Probably not something I should say as a knight. I
Joey Bear,
give
welcome,
you
welcome.
my apologies, strange yet respectable travelers. That sounded so fake. Do you have something against the type of language usage prescribed by the Knights of Favonius Handbook? Outrider Amber, reporting for duty.
So you have
Just
obtained
say
a
the
new
word if
character,
you
so
ever
now
need
you
my
can
help.
kind of switch between them and make different parties of characters.
Okay.
Now, remember how I said like every character has their own like elemental thing? So right now, your character is wind or animo, and then on the right side there you can press that button and you can switch to other characters and see if you can see what Amber here is.
Oh, LT. RT. Hold on. R to A, RT to fire. That's sensitive. Oh,
So, suspicious travelers, what are you doing in Mondstadt?
that's so
He got
interesting. It's
separated
just
from
such
his
cool
sister
animation.
during a
It just
really,
it disappears
really
from her
long
hand and
journey.
it goes on her back.
Oh yeah.
Paimon is his travel buddy, helping him to find his sister.
Oh, looking for your family? Huh. Okay, let me finish my other stuff
Yeah, you
first,
can see
and
this
then I
thing.
can
Like,
help
if
you
you
put
hold
up
down that
posters around the
shoulder
city.
button on the left, you
What
have the shortcut
exactly is it you
wheel.
need
So
to
right,
finish
eventually
doing
that'll fill up with
first?
different options, but you can
Ah.
choose easily
It's
if you want to
simple.
access your
You'll
inventory,
understand
character
in a
stuff, and
bit.
all that.
Ah. Oh, so B, that's my attack.
Yes,
So I don't have a limited number of arrows.
correct.
Okay, cool.
Get him!
That's my. That was my R, RZ, ZR.
Yeah, that's your skill. Again, the middle, kind of like the middle attack,
Oh!
and that's one of her things. So that little, I guess, creature you can call it. Once that's out there, think of it as like a remote bomb.
Ah. So do I detonate it with RB again? Or
You will.
ZR?
Hold on. So you have a countdown and cooldown here on the right, and you can use it again.
Got it. So cooldown's done. But so it's not a remote, like I don't get to blow it up myself. It's just
Oh
a
no
timed.
no. Yeah, and each character, because there's actually over 100 playable characters now, because they introduce like maybe one or two every 6 weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then as you obtain these characters, they all have different mechanics. So a lot of people pull for characters that they want to play that playstyle, or maybe they just like that character from their story, or they just have a cool design. So we'll talk more about that in a bit. I don't know if you're familiar with gacha mechanics.
Not the term.
Okay, so we'll get to explore that a bit in a little bit here. Let's see, and a taunt, it blows up. Yeah, it blows up a zone for Amber.
A hilichurl.
Quick, get it!
You can see on the left there it says like your quest basically right now is to defeat nearby hilichurls.
So I just activated that?
Yes.
So I don't have to worry about it now?
Correct.
Ah.
And later on we can fast travel to this if we wanted to.
Is this gonna auto aim for me?
To an
These
extent.
monsters have been getting
Usually
too
kind of
close
just
to the
targets
city
people in the area, but
recently.
if you want to shift the aim to
My
something
task
else, you can do
this
that
time
too.
is to clear out their camp.
So we want to clear out the camp. Let's see here. Chat saying this looks like anime Fortnite. I spelled Fortnite wrong. I wouldn't really say. I would say it's more like it's like Chinese Zelda. That's probably the closest thing I can say that you guys in chat would maybe understand.
Nothing to it.
I was sorry.
Though I've got to say,
I just hit his
you
iPad.
surprised me a little with your moves there. Thanks for the backup. How'd it feel?
Now that you mention it, how is it the hilichurls
And
ended
then the
up
response
here?
you give you, sometimes you get a choice there. The characters will respond differently depending on how you speak to them sometimes.
These creatures don't seem like the type to set up camp so close to cities like this.
Exactly. It's more normal for them
Plenty
to
also
be
taunts
much
most enemies,
further
making
out
them
in the
attack
wilderness.
it. Low-key still use Amber. Amber is an awesome character.
But
I just don't
because
use
the
them as much
dragon,
anymore because they don't really
Storm
fit on my
Terror, has been
teams.
around a lot more
But they're an awesome
recently.
character.
When the storms hit, we usually end up with at least a few injuries. So the Knights of Favonius have been tied up, doing the best they can to
Alright,
defend.
if you guys are
So
just
these
joining us,
annoying
or just
creatures
joined
have been getting
recently,
closer and
again, this is
closer to
part
the
one of a
city?
series. We're basically inviting a bunch of some of the music teachers, including the middle school band directors. So hopefully some
Exactly.
of them
That
will
said,
come out and
clearing
try
this
out this game
camp
for the
helps
first time
make
as well.
the area a little bit safer. Come with me. A responsible knight must.
Keep heading towards the
Towards
monster.
Mondstadt. Yeah, Mondstadt's the main city. It's also the name of the region. You got a chest there if you want it.
Yeah.
Opening
Again,
a
we're gonna
chest
head
is
toward
like
the city
unwrapping
now.
a gift.
Now, the Zelda player in me. Okay.
There
Alright,
you
so yeah.
So yeah, you can get items and
All kinds of loot, but
And you can cook with those, by the way. So if you, again, if more comparisons to Zelda.
Yeah, All right. Anything that's twinkling. How much time should I be? I mean, I for the sake of the stream and for the sake of this, I want to kind of straight.
Sure, yeah.
Expedite things, but like
Along, yeah.
typically, like, could I walk around
You
for a while?
you can walk around the whole area, and then you saw the map earlier. How like a lot of it you couldn't see yet, right?
Yeah.
You can explore the places that aren't on the map for you yet. You can explore the entire all the stuff you were scrolling around before. But when you activate those, it's like in the towers in Zelda. You can see the map, but you can still go there.
So something unlocks the map.
Correct.
When I get to the, but you can got it.
Yeah. So it's a massive open world game.
Is there a view from like a first person view, like kind of like how in Zelda you can like zoom through your?
Sure. Not similar to Zelda, and that's one thing that I kind of wish they had for certain things. But there's not really going to be a need for that in most of the game. Although it would be nice if you could like kind of see in the distance. You don't have like a telescope or anything like that, unfortunately. Now there are certain modes, because the cool thing with this game, because it is like a mobile game and it's an ongoing game, they often do like limited time events that kind of just like, oh hey, this event's gonna be around for like a 2-week period, and then you can do different kind of gameplay modes or genres. Like right now, this is an open world game, but sometimes they'll kind of delve into other genres of games through those events. And depending on what type of game it is, there might be some kind of first-person stuff, depending on what the game mechanics are.
Okay.
What's that?
So actually, there's an event going on right now. It's very Pokemon Snap.
Event going on what?
There's an event going on right now in Genshin, like a side event, and it's very like Pokemon Snap, where you're in the first-person view and taking photos of animals and creatures as you go around.
Fun.
What should I cook next? Oh, are you travelers from around here as well?
Yeah, chat says the camera when you get it can function as first person, but it's still well off. Yeah.
What are you cooking?
And you're not really doing that while you're doing
I
like
see.
exploring and
I'm
then
Lynn,
doing
the
quests
survival
and stuff
expert
like
of
that.
the Adventurers Guild.
But you can use that to go into a
As you
first
can
person
see,
view.
I'm experimenting. Eat before you go. The first rule in the wilderness survival.
Picnic? Oh, Paimon just loves picnics. My travel partner here is good at cooking as well.
Oh, there's a cooking pot right there. Show me what you got. It's good to have someone to practice with. There are some mushrooms and meat in the barrel over there. Try making a chicken mushroom skewer for me.
Yeah, so the first one, I know you can't read it all, but the first one there, if you read the...
Are these recipes?
Yeah, so she's asking for a chicken mushroom skewer, so that would be it.
A mushroom and a chicken.
And you can see some of those items that you got from those barrels, as well as all the other items you might have collected over time.
So let's see, flour, but no, I don't have the stuff that I need.
You do. So click on back to LB again. So these are basically the entrees that you can make. And you can see chicken mushroom skewer is available there.
Got it. Okay.
So cook manually, because we don't have auto cook for now. We haven't unlocked that yet. Very good.
Cool.
And you can see proficiency 1 out of 5. When you get to 5, you basically can auto cook this particular dish. So it just makes things a little bit easier.
Okay, so now I have something, and what replenishes health?
Yep. Well, different things can do different things. Sometimes it can replenish health. Sometimes they can boost your attack power, boost your defense, and stuff like that. And sometimes, like maybe it boosts your health or fixes your health all at once, or maybe it's a little bit over time. So different foods can do different things.
Fun. Okay. Did someone tell me to keep Amber?
Oh, we just have a lot of Amber fans in the chat, but
Oh.
you can use whoever you want. And again, right now we only have 2 characters, but if you were to keep going, we would eventually get more and more and more.
Sure.
And we'll do a little something here once we get into the city, and then we unlock something.
I hope stamina gets a boost. I'm sure it would.
Yeah. So right now, because you have just like a brand new account, everything's kind of like basic right now. But eventually, you can build up that stamina so you have a bit more to work with.
Welcome to Mondstadt.
So your adventure rank is 4.
officially introduce the city of wind, dandelions, and freedom. Travelers under the protection of the Knights of Favonius, welcome to Mondstadt.
Finally, no more having to camp outdoors. But the city folk don't look too cheery.
Everyone's been put out of place by storm terror recently. But everything will turn out fine as long as Jean's with us.
Jean?
Acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. With Jean on our side, surely even the vicious storm terror will be no match for us. Before I take you guys to the Knights of Favonius headquarters, I have a present for you, Traveler. It's a reward for
Oh, I
helping
was
me
gonna try to
clear out
pronounce
that
it.
Hilichurl camp.
Ninjib.
Why doesn't Paimon get a reward?
Because this reward is useless to you, Paimon. But I'll treat you to a traditional Mondstadt delicacy.
You know what's
Sticky
interesting
honey
too
roast.
is this
Sticky honey
all the
roast?
voice acting.
Oh, yeah.
Come with
because
me. We'll
most
head to the
Zelda, I
city's,
mean, I don't think any Zelda games have any
high
voice
ground.
actors.
Right.
They're all it's just all text, and I would assume that this is in multiple languages also.
Yes, and
That's gotta be
yeah,
quite
and
a-
they launch simultaneously in all those languages every time, every 6 weeks.
That's it's got to be a big company. Well, I don't know. Is it a big company?
So again, we talked about gacha a little bit, and like basically the company that makes this game, they make a lot of similar games in that respect. They're all in different genres of games. So, but Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, Honkai Impact Third, that gacha mechanic makes a lot of. It's very popular because it's kind of like that. That FOMO, it kind of preys on people's FOMO, and they make a lot of money that way. So I'm pretty sure this company, Hoyoverse, is a $23 billion company.
yeah. Well, there you go.
So
Now-
based on the music you're hearing so far and like the scenery, again, I talked about how each region has its own aesthetic and different culture. Can you tell what kind of aesthetic or culture they're going for here in Mondstadt?
I'm gonna sound ignorant, but it feels like it could be Scottish, Irish.
Okay, so like European.
Yeah.
So the inspiration for Mondstadt, a lot of it's very German.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and kind of more like that fantasy German in a
Yeah.
way.
German, yes. But see, this doesn't sound Irish at all. But sure.
Yeah, and then some of the later regions that we talked about, I think we mentioned how like the current region is Nightcry. They do take a bit more from like Celtic and Baltic and Nordic music and culture and style. So again, this tutorial area Mondstadt is
This
kind of
used to
inspired
be
by
a
Germany.
bustling street, but with so many storm terror attacks recently, the
Liyue is
usual
China.
crowds are nowhere to be seen.
Inazuma is Japan.
So not every character has a voice actor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the major characters. Some NPCs will if it's like story related, but if they're just like kind of in the town, not all of them will.
How crucial to the gameplay are the NPCs? Like, should I be talking to everybody?
So, I mean, if you're really getting into the game, the cool thing that I love about this game is the lore is so deep. So, like, there will be things that are just like name dropped here and there that you don't think much of it, but then like 3 years later, they just kind of bring everything
Except for
back,
the
and
local
it's like, oh my
tavern
gosh,
near
that
the
was actually
city
so
wall over
significant.
there. They haven't been
Which is also kind of
affected.
frustrating
If
too, because
anything,
remember
their
those limited
business is
events I
better than
mentioned?
ever.
Sometimes they put stuff in those limited events that pay off real big later on years down the road, but new players don't have access to those limited events anymore. So it's kind of a flip side of that coin there. See, chat says Genshin Impact is the most or second most expensive game of all time. Yeah, it costs a lot of money to make, but they have a lot of money too. Let's see, it makes $20 million monthly. Okay, well, sometimes more, sometimes less. I think was it last month or the month before? Genshin made I think 60 million that month. Let's see, Honkai Star Rail makes 9 million. Again, it ebbs and flows. A lot of it is the characters that become available.
I wonder how Supercell is doing, because I remember when Clash came out, they were talking about making $1 to $2 million a day. I don't know if that's still accurate or.
I mean, obviously, as the game comes out, like it's gonna make a lot of money from that initial rush of players.
Yeah.
But over time, it really depends on then how much legs does the game have that they can continue making that much money.
I'm a little now kind of wandering.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
You're gonna go. Let's see here. Can you? Is it showing you anywhere? All right. Tell you what. See that building over? I think that's the one that we're going to. Actually, hold on. Do me a favor. Press the left shoulder button, and we're gonna get that wheel. Go to this button right here. So we're gonna see our quests, our missions. Go ahead, press A. So we're gonna navigate to that area there. Yeah. So we're gonna go in that direction now. Yeah, we can literally climb up the wall.
Yeah.
So that's a cool thing with stamina and the fact that
Again.
this is an open world game.
Like you said, Chinese Zelda.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how you described it.
Yes, yeah. Hoyoverse is based out of, I want to say Beijing or Hong Kong, or maybe both.
I keep forgetting which button is run. I admit the button mapping is not what I'm used to.
Well, another thing too is even though yes, we are using Switch Pro controller, this game actually isn't designed to work with a Switch Pro controller. So they actually recommend either a PlayStation or Xbox controller. But because it is a Bluetooth controller, it can still work.
Would the buttons not be the same? Because essentially, PlayStation's kind of the same.
So if you look at the buttons, the labels on the buttons here versus where they are on the screen here, this follows. I want to say it's the Xbox layout.
Time to play the game!
Interesting. Yeah. Now, obviously, just playing on it all the time, I kind of just get used to the button layouts that I have. But some people that maybe are looking at the screen. Oh, welcome in. How's it going? Thank you for the redeem.
Whoa.
Everyone
that
is
doesn't sound
meditating?
very good.
They're praying. So again, this is a statue of what's called there. Here I can say here. You can pray to Barbados. So Barbados is, so every region has what's called an archon. So the archon is like the god for that particular region. In this case, Barbados is the Animo or wind
So,
archon.
the present
Okay.
I want to give you is a wind glider. Outriders use them to ride the wind, and the people of Mondstadt love using them too. I brought you here to
See,
give it
Sparkle,
to you
welcome
so you can
in.
experience it
See, that's
right
just a
away.
mole, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's true.
Oh,
That could be true.
You're
Yeah.
really excited about these wind gliders, huh?
Well, that's because the wind is the heart and soul of. Alrighty then, enough talk. Let's give it a whirl. It's easy to use, but you still need to pay attention to my instructions.
All right. So now you're gonna use that X button to put up your glider.
Oh,
It's the same as jump button. Basically, you can jump in the air and then glide from there on down, or just walk off a cliff and then glide.
yeah.
Make our way down to.
It's the
Embers.
same as the glider for Breath of the Wild.
There you go. Yeah, that's why a lot of people made those comparisons when this game came out. They were like, "Oh, this is like a Zelda copycat."
Yeah, I wonder how much crap they get for that kind of thing.
Well, again, this was just the first region that was like the wind area. Obviously, as they kind of went into other regions which had different elements, they kind of went in a different direction. So different ones for Geo or like Earth or Electro.
The sky.
I just keep thinking Articuno. my brain's all Pokemon
Sure.
oriented right now.
Now, one thing to be careful of, though, so because I thought the same thing too when I first started this game, and all these elements of powers. You can't think of these elements of powers the same way you would as in Pokemon. So, for example, let's say you're fighting five enemies, right?
Okay.
What do you think you would use against that?
I mean, fire.
Right? That's what you would think, right?
Yeah.
So, instead the way you want to think of it is that if you were to use a fire like Amber, okay, so fire, you're creating a reaction. So that you're going to create a melt reaction because fire and ice they kind of melt. You can't think of it as one beating another, but you can use those reactions to get like additional bonuses or additional damage.
How are you staying afloat like
Oh.
this with just a wind
Right.
glider?
So the Animo Archon
Confronting your fall with the power
is
of
helping
a
you out here,
thousand
but you're
winds.
kind of just floating in the air, but you want to
Now,
basically kind of see if you can
concentrate.
shoot this guy down.
See
So
yourself
he's
grasping the wind.
this is the dragon we saw
Harness
earlier.
energy.
But he's under this kind of influence, trying to take him down.
I mean, I just hold the trigger down.
You can, yeah. Just make sure you keep your aim on him. Game's a little loud. Okay, I'll turn it down. So happy it's spring break because that means in theory I can do the full. Oh yeah, so Honkai Star Rail 4.1 comes out tonight. I'm not pulling on any characters, so we're gonna wait a few days before I do that on the stream.
Are you hurt?
Is he mute? Like he doesn't talk?
Depends on the scene. He does talk. He does have a voice actor. In these older parts of the story, they didn't talk
actually
as
got the
much.
power to
but
go
in
up against the
more later
dragon.
stories, they'll
Are you a new
speak of it
ally?
more often.
Okay.
Or a new storm?
Storm Terror is attacking Mondstadt itself! Kaya, Traveler, you've come at the right time. We must...
Hold on, Amber. Are you perhaps forgetting to introduce us?
Oh, right. This is Kaya, our cavalry captain. These two are travelers from afar.
From afar. Is that all we know of them?
Long story short...
I see. Welcome to Mondstadt. Though you haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. I understand the anguish of being separated from family. I'm not really sure why you're looking for the Animo God. But everyone has their secrets, right? Relax. I won't press you for more. First and foremost, on behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I would like to extend our thanks to you for your help just now. How about a traditional Mondstadt delicacy? Sticky honey roast. Your fight to defend the city against the dragon just now was witnessed by no small number of citizens. The acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius is also very interested in meeting you, and formally invites you both to our headquarters.
Dressing room, I can change characters or change.
You can change parts of their outfits. So that's a cool thing in this game too. You can actually get different outfits for either completing different quests or purchasing them, and then you can change those through the character screen.
And I assume you can purchase.
Yeah, yeah,
The people out there with the disposable income is.
Oh yes.
Thank you for making these games affordable for the rest of us.
The chat says, yeah, silent, not mute, exactly. Yeah, travelers are mysterious and cool like that. They just been given voice acting. Yeah, again, they've given them more lines to speak in more recent parts of the story.
Now,
Jean, what's the hurry?
we're past the
thought
tutorial
we agreed
portion,
to
right?
meet
We're
them
now
here.
in the
There
game,
have
or
been
is this
sightings of
still
Storm
the
Terror
tutorial?
outside
Well,
the
Mondstadt
city.
as a whole
Once
is
we
a
meet,
big
we
tutorial
must-
nation, but we're past the
Relax. I'll lend a
kind of
hand
the
when
main
the
intro.
time
Now
comes.
we're getting to the part where after this cutscene we would typically
Gene,
have the temples where
I
like the
brought
puzzles
them.
are and things like that.
Okay.
I don't know if you're at a high enough level to be able to do those yet. So again, it would be like taking advantage of the open world aspect that you would have to kind of build
And
up your
once it
world
was
level
over,
before
I
you
brought
can kind
them
of do
straight
anything with
here.
the puzzles or temples.
Okay.
Mondstadt welcomes you, Windborn travelers. I am Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This is Lisa, our resident librarian.
Oh, are you sweeties here to help us out? You're both so adorable. Sadly, the timing is regrettable. Storm Terror has caused quite a ruckus in the region since its recent resurgence. Simply put, Mondstadt's elemental sphere and ley lines are now akin to a yarn ball in the paws of a kitten. For a mage, it couldn't get much worse. My skin is one elemental particle away from a full-blown breakout.
If it weren't for this interference, the Knights of Favonius would have better ways to help you than just putting up missing person posters. We simply ask that you repose in Mondstadt while we help you seek out your sister.
Hey, don't be such a slug. We should be a part of this too.
Good. In that case, we need a plan.
With Storm Terror now directly attacking Mondstadt, we may have an opportunity to cut this problem off at the source. Lisa has revealed the sources of Storm Terror's power with her detection magic.
Is that so?
They're located in the abandoned Four Winds temples. Storm Terror's ability to whip up these kinds of storms can be attributed to it drawing power from the temples.
Our objective is to deal with 3 of the 4 temples. I trust everyone understands why we are only dealing with 3.
Paimon doesn't.
Knights of Favonius, time is against us. The storm is rampant.
There's no point in maintaining a defensive position. All right, we need to take initiative and act before the situation escalates.
Okay, so now we've kind of completed the initial tutorial, and now we're unlocking a whole bunch of stuff now.
Got it.
So again, I don't know if you're a high enough adventure level right now to be able to do those temples, unfortunately.
Do you want to switch over to yours then?
Well, we're gonna switch over in a bit here, so I'll take you through the rhythm game. But before we do that, you can see all these things we're unlocking here. I want to take you through the gacha aspect of
Want
it.
to team up with me?
So that's the wishing part.
I should warn you though, I
Let's
don't
see
slow
here.
down for anyone.
Yakio, welcome
Read
in.
order
I guess the
as
ever
a
so helpful
novice within
missing
the Knights of
posters.
Favonius. Your understanding of the wind is absolutely crucial. Leave the advanced wind glider training to.
All right. So again, yeah, you can talk to people here because obviously these characters will move on to their own stuff later on. So a lot of people will kind of like to go through that just to see that conversation. But now we can see if you click on that little the wheel, so LB, we've got a few more options here. So we're gonna go to the one on the top, so the little star there. So that's remember the Prima Gems that we collected before?
Yes.
So we have some Prima Gems. The ones on the top right there, it says 78. So we have 78 Prima Gems that we've kind of come across. And then on this banner here, actually, hold on. Can you go to, actually, let's quit out of this real quick. Go press B. Go to the wheel again, and then go to the left side there.
Oh.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, let's scroll through some of these here real quick. Check this out when you get the chance. Will do, yeah. Yeah, so we have some of those there. So those are some of the characters that you can get. And these are some of the events that are going on as well.
Okay.
Let's go back, and then we're going to check and press plus button. Go to the menu, and then see this little envelope here. We're going to go to the little mail envelope here, and press Y to claim all.
That's X.
There you go. That's what I need. Okay, cool. So now we're going to get out of here. And then let's go back to Wish again, which is the star. You can go press the wheel too. The wheel works too. So now you can see on the right here, we still have 78 Prima Gems, and we have 11 what are called Fates. So we can pull on different character banners. So this is the gacha portion where you can use those to have a chance at getting new characters.
A chance.
A chance.
Okay.
Okay. So this is where they make their money.
Yeah.
Okay. And
is the game free to download?
It's free to download, free to play. A lot of people just don't spend money on this game at all, and then because it is a full game, like you can explore the entire world, go through the entire story, and enjoy all the music. A lot of people are what they call free to play. Now, if you really like certain characters, some people maybe spend a little bit, or you can do. There's a monthly subscription for $5 a month, which I actually do because I figure, it works out to $60 a year, which is the price of a Switch game. And because I like this game so much and enjoy it, I figure that's worth it to pay. I figure it's easily worth the price.
Sure.
But for some other people, that might be a bit too much if they just kind of want to play it casually from time to time. Other people spend hundreds or thousands on this game.
I'm sure I envy those with such income.
All right, so let's see here. Free to play check in there. There you go. So what we do, we have 11 of those fates, and here it says here that you can get 10 wishes or 10 pulls for characters for 8 of them. So they're giving you a discount now as a beginner. So let's see what you get. All right, purple means that we've got a 4-star. Blue is like 3 stars. Those are like the least good ones. Purple is like 4 stars. That means we guarantee at least one. You do a 10 pull. We did 10 right now for the cost of 8, and you're guaranteed at least one 4-star. And if you see gold, that means you got a 5-star character. Those are the hard to get ones.
Okay.
So let's see what you got here.
Emerald Orb.
Welcome back, guys. Lost your free-to-play status because your friend got you welcome years ago. I think if someone spends money for you, I don't think that counts. I think you're still free to play. Because you can gift people stuff. If you have
nice.
So on the bottom right there, that's your UID if you keep playing. And then if they have your UID, they can give you money. You can also do co-op in this game. So if they have your UID or you have theirs, you can join each other's worlds and help each other adventure.
My name is
So
Noelle,
you did get a 4-star character. You got
maid of the
Noelle.
Knights of Favonius, and it's my pleasure to
So
be
she's a
joining
Claymore
you
user.
on your
She's
adventure
a good
today.
shielder. So she's
Should
good to
you
have on your
encounter
team.
Okay. How many? Once you get enough people, how big can your team get?
So you can have 4 at a time, and a lot of people kind of spend a lot of time on team building. So putting certain characters together and certain elements together, you can do really cool combinations. And depending on how certain characters work, sometimes they might have buffs that they give the team, and so they work really well together. Other characters, maybe they don't work so well together as much as others. Okay. So, and if you were to press like RB, you can see some of the other limited characters going on right now. Both of these are cryo characters. So we got Escoffier, and then you get when you pull, she's the main 5-star focus of this particular banner, and those 3 on the side, those are the 4-star characters you could also get.
Okay.
And then if you go press LB, you can see that's another cryo character or ice character, Skirk, and again the 4-star, same 4-star characters available on that banner. You get the weapon banner, and then this is the standard banner. So if you notice, the blue fates that we pulled with earlier, those are standard fates. And then on the other 2 characters that we talked about, the other 2 5-stars, they have what's called an intertwined fate, which is like a more limited one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Part of learning these new games is the terminology.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
understanding.
Well, the funny thing is, too, is because a lot of these gacha games, because obviously, even if one company that makes these games, like this company makes Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail, Zone Zero, but there are other companies that is also based out of China that make very similar games. Some people would probably say like they're all clones of this game or this other game. And even though they all are different companies or different games, they all have similar mechanics. So even what I call the intertwined fate, or we call it a wish when you pull for characters, other games call it something else, right? But the funny thing is, because a lot of the same players play all the same games, whichever game they play first, they kind of call the same thing in all their games. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So like, again, Prima Gems, like those are the ones that's the currency for pulling for characters in this game. Other games might have something called Polychromes or Stellar Jades, but some players will just literally call them all Prima Gems, just because like that's what they're used to. Because all these games have the same mechanics.
Okay.
So, but yeah, what do you think of the tutorial so far?
The gamer the type of gamer that I am. Wouldn't naturally be drawn to a game like this.
Okay.
So you inviting me to play was kind of nice because I need the motivation.
Sure.
I have so many questions that you just like instantly answered, and it helped me so much because I do tend to get overwhelmed by lore and the keeping everything straight. And because of that, this has been very enjoyable. I really like the music, which is ultimately why we're here. I like the singing. I like the music. I like the cultural tie-ins. It's a whole world that I know I'm just scratching the surface.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
And I appreciate what's going into it behind the scenes. It's a beautiful game.
Oh yeah, and again, like you said, we have barely scratched the surface. Because again, this is just the tutorial like region even. So we've only kind of just explored the city. If we were to show the map, I think you're good on the tutorial? You want to switch over to do a rhythm game real quick? Okay. So yeah, when I show you the map, you'll be able to see all of Mondstadt. So I'm going to switch this over to my accounts and give you a chance to, can you press B on that real quick? And then, here, let me just grab this. We're going to switch accounts here. Let's see. Chat says, if you play them once, you play them all. Flex my characters. We'll show in a second here. All right. All right. This for a second, if you can. Alright, so we're going to switch it back to controller here. Alright, so you can go ahead and press B real quick just to leave this menu. And then let's go ahead and press B again. We're going to view the map. So it should be the minus button, I think. Or maybe it's down, and yeah. So go ahead and zoom out. I think it's, there you go. Now if you go all the way to the right, you'll see Mondstadt eventually. Keep going.
Okay.
So the part that you had earlier was this part right here.
Oh, okay.
This entire area. And you can kind of see.
I'm surprised it won't let me zoom out anymore.
Yeah, like I said, because the map is, the game is just continuously expanded, what was zoomed out before, you can't see everything anymore. Now, I hope at some point they do change that because it's just kind of cool to oh, the game is showing. Sorry, guys. Thank you for letting me know. But yeah, you can kind of see all the areas that this is kind of expanded to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got our desert area here.
Oop.
We got our rainforest area over there.
You said each area has a different musical theme.
Yeah, and then just like musical themes, cultural themes, and all that. So for example, here, go back to like Murmansk. So again, this area, again, inspired by Germany. This area down here, like this whole area, like here, this is called Liyue. It's kind of inspired by China. And obviously this being a Chinese game, Chinese developed game, they take a lot of pride in everything that happens in that region. So different events, like they have an annual, basically for Chinese New Year, they do a different celebration in each of their games. It's held in the main areas of Liyue, or this Chinese-inspired area. Toward the bottom right, we have Inazuma, which is based on Japan, and you can kind of see even that in just like the region design too. So that's very much inspired by Japan. A lot of the characters are inspired by there. The music is inspired by there. You can even tell like the names of the regions are.
Are you saying that because of the island?
Yeah,
shapes?
just the island and the arrangement of the islands there, and like the names of the like cities and the islands there. Again, all inspired by Japan. And then now towards the left, we have, up a little bit. There we go. So we have Sumeru here. So we got a little bit of rainforest, a little bit of deserts. A lot of this is inspired by kind of like a hodgepodge of different areas in like the Middle East and Northern Africa, and even a little bit of India. So we got India, Egypt, kind of like Turkey, and like the whole Mesopotamian area.
And you said Sumeru?
Sumeru. Yes.
Now, is that like the name of this entire region?
Entire region, yes.
Now, where am I seeing that on the screen, or do you just know
if you zoom out, it might show it. Can you zoom out anymore? No?
No.
All right, try this. Press, I think it's Y. So you can see the bigger regions that are shown there, and you can kind of actually go to each one, just kind of like a fast view.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
To the north, we have Fontaine, which is it's kind of like the Hydro Nation, so the water nation inspired by France. So all the architecture there, the clothing style, the music, it's very kind of French and regal in a way. And then if we go to Natlan, that's more towards the bottom left there. So Natlan is the one that we're kind of basing this show on. So it's inspired by a lot of different cultures that would kind of fit into, again, the show idea we're going for is like the whole world music thing. There's a little bit of Africa there. There's a little bit of South America and Latin America, and even a little bit of like Aboriginal Australia.
Okay.
So you can see here, yeah.
Interesting.
And the cool thing with this too is that it also breaks it down even further. So Natlan, because it's meant to be, especially on the technology side, a little bit more kind of basic compared to everyone else, especially compared to Fontaine or the French nation. We have 6 tribes, so each tribe has their own elements as well. So we have some people kind of that are more attuned to geo or earth, and then some that are more hydro or water. It being the Pyro nation, obviously the Archon would be a fire-based character. So
yeah, okay,
yeah. And then the current region, if you go a little bit to the north, is called Nadkrai. It's actually designed to be a sub-region because the next region was supposed to be Snezhnaya. Everything in the game was kind of building up to Snezhnaya, which was just based on Russia. But we have this Nadkrai region that's kind of like a sub-region to kind of like build up to it because they were like, hey, we still have a lot of lore we have to tie up. So they took us here instead, and this is inspired by a lot of like Celtic and Baltic and Nordic traditions and music as well, with kind of like a moon motif.
I was sorry. A quick side note.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce this? Tetzakatapentonko?
Something like that.
Okay. Yeah. I was just fascinated by it, but
yeah, I'm
anyway.
sure at some point in the voice acting they've said it a couple times, but not enough for it to stick with me yet.
Yeah,
but like Ochka Natlan, I know, and stuff like that.
Okay. So now, do you want to move around?
So yeah, you can move around if you want. But I was going to show you the rhythm game if you want. Now this actually works better on touchscreen. So I don't know if you want to do it on the stand or just flat on the table. It's up to you. You can do it in your lap.
Yeah.
So I think it works better in touchscreen. So I'm going to switch this over. Let's see here. You're good. Just trying to remember where it was. So we're going to switch this to touchscreen, and now you have control now on the touchscreen. All right. And can you hear the game okay?
Your way.
I still can,
Some
yes.
altitude
Okay.
can bring some perspective.
So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to, see a little item bag there? The second from the right, there you go. And then we're going to go to the little pouch there. And then this one here that looks like a whole bunch of music stuff. Okay, go ahead, begin performance. So those of you in chat, either Instagram or Twitch, we're doing the Myriad Melodies. We're going to try some of the music that we're thinking about for this Natlan-based marching band show. So,
I don't know if I was.
let's see. We're gonna switch over. Let's do this one here. Let's start out with the opening theme that we're thinking about for the opening of our marching show. So, you can go to perform, and you're going to choose your difficulty. So go to perform first. So
I see.
you can hear the preview of the song. Can you hear the music okay still? So
Now you've got 99.5% on
and
this.
you can see that I usually just go right for the hardest difficulty, and that's me sight reading. So
Okay, let's see how we
try.
do.
All right.
Now
You're gonna tap. Basically, it's like Guitar Hero.
Got it. And just these.
So purple you hold, yellow you tap.
Oh, I see.
There you go.
Got to retap.
For the purple ones, no. But
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Like on the purple, do I have to retap the end of it?
No. You just hold it and let go at the end.
Oof. This is oof. Okay. Oof. 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 Oh, I'm okay. All right. I got this. This is gonna be fine. It's fine. At least I'm not. There's no failure.
Yeah. I just find these really fun. Now, if it feels like the music isn't lining up with the dots, let me know, because sometimes there is audio desync.
No, this is doing okay. Oh, this is more my jam.
There you go.
Oh. I like the music.
Oh yeah. And again, this is the one that we've kind of like based the entire concept on. Lyrics are in Swahili.
Oh, I thought it was nonsense, or not nonsense. I thought it was an invented language.
Sure. Some of the music in the game, like for example, like I said, the current region is based very much on like music and styles and traditions from like the Celtic and Nordic regions, right? They've opted to do a little bit of some of the using some Nordic language, also some a little bit Latin, and some of it's kind of like a custom mixture of the two. So they do make up some languages in certain regions, and depending on the context. But for this one, they did choose to go Swahili.
Oh.
And there you go.
Wow, it was fun. Probably got like 30%. Hey, 81.
That's not bad.
Ooh,
And for a first try, and again, like I know the mechanics now, so I can do a lot better on these when I'm sight reading. But I figure out of all the rhythm games that I've done, this is pretty intuitive. I feel like compared to some other ones where it can be kind of like a control mess and like, it's just hard to play. That's why I actually also prefer it on this as opposed to the controllers.
Could I try that again?
You can try again, yeah.
I want to. Two reasons. One, I want to see if I can beat it.
Sure.
But two, I'll bet you anything I'm gonna get a less percentage. But I want to hear the music again.
Oh yeah. You can do that one. You can also change it to a different song if you want, like some of the ones that we're thinking for the show. But if you want to try that one, see if you can get a better score on that, go for it. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, he broke 700 plus streak one time. Nice job.
700?
You got 700 on the combo.
Oh. Okay. Come on. Pull yourself together. Come on.
You got it.
I keep wanting to hit the purple ones. The second one. Second purple.
Yeah, I think it was as a release.
Okay.
talking about? Oh, okay. Let's see here. Nettie B, welcome in. Has entered the flow state. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? We're trying Genshin for the first time.
Have you gotten a ranger for this yet?
Yes. We were just speaking with them yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this part. Oh,
Hey, there you go. 91.
oh, hey, ooh.
There you go.
Yeah, all right. That definitely, that definitely feels worse than 91, but still fun.
Yeah,
It was
and
still
again,
fun.
you're on the hardest difficulty right from the get-go. So,
Yeah, music teacher, at least. Okay, cool.
here, do me a favor. Go to select song. I want to show you at least the one that we're thinking for our ballad. Now, this one doesn't necessarily have any vocals, but at least I don't think it does. But let's see if we can find it here. It might be in the other sets. But you can see, like, you can tell by some of the names of how this region has like a different feel to it, taking a little bit from like Latin and South America to even like the Pacific.
Yeah.
Let's see. It might be in the other sets.
This is a whole other dimension of the game.
Yeah, so like I said, yeah, like they toy around with different genres and different modes to get people to like play different styles that they might enjoy. Some people might not enjoy everything, but some people might like this more than that and stuff like that. So
Sure.
We're gonna come back to that. We're thinking about that for a potential closer, but we're gonna try this one here. This is the one I'm leaning towards for our ballad. Let's see. Oh no, what choirs are going to participate if they help with this Genshin performance? Wait, what do you mean? What choirs are going to participate? Oh, so I mean, we're treating this as, okay, this is the choir for the marching band. So if you are interested in being this, you would be joining marching band, and the choir would be your section. So it's not an existing choir of the program that right now we're going to be like, oh yeah, everyone in this choir is automatically in marching band. You'd be joining marching band, and then there would be a choir section. Left, what I miss? We're playing the rhythm game right now.
Wow, this is. Oh.
So you're gonna have to sing in Swahili, most likely.
Which is not bad, guys. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Okay.
You're doing fine.
This is arguably harder than the other one. Just
So
because a lot of arpeggios.
It's a different meter too. This one's in 6/8. So the music kind of follows those rhythms. Nice.
I wonder if people probably use more than 2 fingers. People are probably playing it like this.
Well, a lot of people play this on a computer keyboard.
That would make sense.
I don't know if I would prefer that. I think I kind of like this arrangement here. 90%, nice job.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Yeah,
Nice.
that was lovely.
I do want to show you what we're thinking for the closer, at least what
Please.
I'm leaning towards. So there is acquire in this one. And what I'm worried though is right now, and I think I've talked about this before as well publicly, but we're kind of torn between two different show concepts. Natland, the one that we talked about as being in the opener, that one's kind of cemented in place. Now, as far as the middle of the show and the end of the show, we're debating if we want to tell the story of this region of the game, which is called the Incandescent Ode of Resurrection.
Okay.
Which would be a bit more cinematic, a bit more kind of dramatic and epic, but we would lose a little bit of that kind of like the cultural and world music aspect of it. The other option would be to tell more like paint a picture of this world. And, you can kind of see like from just like the designs, like kind of this more artistic style and this kind of more kind of like almost like a fantasy like design of the place. We're kind of painting a picture of this world and using the music to tell that story, where we get a bit more of the world culture aspect, but we don't get kind of the epic highs and lows of a dramatic story. So the one that you just played would be more if we're painting that picture of this world. What we're thinking for a potential closer, which again kind of leans more into that epic and dramatic aspect of it, but maybe less so the world music vibe, would be this song here. So Ode of Resurrection, Recapitulation.
Okay. We'll go with Legendary again.
All right. Let's see. This is the Natland. This is the Natland. Yes. What was the one you just played? What was the one you just played the theme of again? Night of Crown Flowers or something like that? Think of this as boss battle music. You got a combo of about 100 there. What part of Natland was the story? I don't think it was part of the story. I think it was just more of a what was the tribe for Sitlali? Like just that region. So there's a recurring theme there. Mass is there. The purple.
Yeah. I keep.
Yeah.
doing it. Ah.
That was good though. 92.
Yeah.
That's good.
Wow. I'm just sitting here tapping on a screen, but my brain's exhausted. That's bringing me back to Guitar Hero days. That was fun.
Yeah, and again, we're thinking about it as a potential closer. I think you can tell or you see how that leans more into that kind of dramatic and epic style. I do think we lose a little bit of the world culture aspect, and there's a little bit of like it's called recapitulation, a little bit of that original Natlan theme coming back in the choir and the instruments and all that. But if we were to go the other route, we would probably use a different piece that kind of brought a little bit more of the culture from a different part of the game, rather than kind of bringing back the same theme again.
Yeah, okay.
So whereas this would be more if we're kind of telling that story, and okay, we're kind of just bringing it back to that original theme to kind of give a bit of closure.
Sure.
So,
well, the pieces that you showed me are great. Now I'm curious, are you gonna have a guitar player?
So I mean, there is a guitar player in that piece, but we're not necessarily like glued to the idea of having a guitar player. We could if we decide, hey, we want to go in that route, but we could just as easily make that like a solo in a different instrument, like a trumpet or something. So. Sure. Because I feel like with a lot all that we're doing already, this is a very ambitious show, probably more ambitious than any show that we've done in a long time. So we want to make sure we keep things manageable, but at the same time, we do want to push the envelope and keep things fun for the kids as well. So.
Yeah, I think. Well, I'm not a teenager, but sure. I would like to think this music is captivating. I think that there's going to be a lot of kids that are interested. I do want to make sure because it's got a very operatic sound to it, and I'm looking at doing a project that's separate from this next year that is very similar in that style.
Okay.
And so I think it would be whoever we can recruit into this choir for the marching band. I think will be like you're probably going to be doing this kind of music throughout the year, not just.
Sure.
I mean, not obviously this game, but like we have some other stuff planned that will be very similar in style. So I'm excited for that. I don't have any details on that. I'm going to share right now.
Right.
But this is exciting, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, a lot of people do consider the Genshin soundtrack just because of how big the game is and how much different music in there. Because a lot of people joke that the company that makes this game, Hoyoverse, a lot of people joke they seem more like a music company that just happens to make games. So because of like how much effort they put. Like for example, the original area that you went to, Mondstadt. Again, think of it, that was when the game first launched. So this was an unproven game, right? Do you take a guess as to who they got to record the soundtrack?
Are you talking about like an orchestra?
Yeah.
The London
Symphony Orchestra.
They are the gold standard.
Exactly.
That is remarkable.
And they've used them for multiple regions, so not just Mondstadt. They I think for Liyue they used it was either the Beijing Symphony or something like that, and then they went to Tokyo Phil for the Japanese inspired region. But for most of the games, other than that, they've essentially used the London Symphony for a lot of stuff.
Wow.
The current region, I think I've played the song for you before. The main theme for Nod Cry actually brought in Aurora, of all singers, to do the main theme for Nod Cry.
Wait, never mind. No, my brain just misfired.
Sure.
That's great.
Yeah. So yeah, they bring in the best, and you can see just some of the examples from again this Natlan region. I was actually torn too because even though it was a world music vibe of this Natlan region that I wanted to kind of build a marching band show out of. I was torn because like, okay, do we tell the story of Natlan or do we try and tell a story of the game thus far? Because there's so much good music from the other regions, like Fontaine, the French region. There's an amazing ballad, an amazing piece sung by a female soloist called La Vaiglette, and it's such a good piece. And I was like, oh man, if this could be our ballad, that would be fantastic. But then we would be essentially trying to tell a bigger story than just one region. I think that would be a bit too ambitious for the time being. I did think it was fun. It would be fun. I doubt it would ever happen. But I was like, oh, we'll do a show on Natlan. Let's see if we can call every other band in our class. Hey, you do Fontaine, you do Inazuma, you do Mondstadt, and just kind of go one after the other.
I'm wondering about the instrumentation. I guess are we looking at bringing any instruments in that are kind of out of the norm for marching band?
That is my hope. So I've shown you the Natlan Symphony video where they've put the theme, and they do kind of feature in that video some of the instruments that are native to places like South America and Africa. So I have done a little bit of research into what that would be if we wanted to go that route, and I do hope we can include some of that because I do want to emphasize that this is a world music show. Now, the fact that we are incorporating a choir, which again, it's not a very common thing in marching band. I mean, yeah, some bands might use like a singer here and there, but it's very rare that they'll incorporate a big choir, and I think a lot of judges are going to question that decision. But I think us kind of emphasizing that this is a world music show, the lyrics are in Swahili, you can't really depict that with just instruments. I think, and then showing again these instruments that are native to these regions in real life, I think that'll kind of help to emphasize this is a world music show and this is what we're going for.
I'm curious about the singers aspect of it. Do you think that the singers will be moving around, will have drill as well, or will this be kind of a stationary setup?
So we're still very early in the planning. So it has crossed our minds, and we're kind of debating the logistics of everything right now. Obviously, we don't want the mics to move because that's just another big headache, trying to do wireless mics and then moving around on the field, and in terms of like distance to the audience and stuff like that. So when they are singing, we do plan on them, at least right now, in my head. Again, we'll talk about the logistics and see what we're thinking. But in my mind right now, I think that when they're singing, they're stationary. But another question I have, though, is what will they be doing when they're not singing? I do expect that we are going to be using the choir for large portions of the show, it's not just like a one movement feature kind of thing. So we do expect them to essentially be their own section for the show. But for the times that they're not, we have been debating, like, are they going to have any other responsibilities, or are they just staying put, or are they hiding when they're not singing, or are they moving around on the field, whether as part of drill or whether it's moving props or helping out in any other way. So we've kind of opened those discussions, and we haven't finalized any plans yet. But their main thing is that, because again, I don't expect this just to be like a one movement feature. I do expect them to be singing for the majority of it, but when they are singing, they're most likely like 99% sure they're going to be stationary.
Understood. Okay. Well, I appreciate this, you exposing this to me, and the Twitch setup is amazing. And hello to anyone who's still watching. I don't know if Sydney is still on, or Kendall, or anyone else that I might know.
I think they had rehearsal, right? Do they have something going on today?
Well, yeah, I don't know if Sydney's in the choreo rehearsal right now, but they're doing choreography right now, so I don't know if Sydney has to be there for that one.
Okay. Well, hopefully they left a lurk. Hopefully they left the stream on in the background or something, but...
oh, that comment was from a while ago.
This was from Instagram, yeah, and then this is from the Twitch there. Let's see, Taryn and I are here. Welcome, welcome.
Now, I do believe this is all the time I got.
That's fine, that's fine.
I thank you for letting
absolutely.
me come in, thank you for coming in. Yeah. Did you hear that? I heard like a little beep.
Oh, it might have been like an alert or something, like
okay,
when people like are saying things in chat or whatever. So
okay,
but yeah.
Thank you very much,
Thanks
Christian.
for coming in.
And how can I help get this back to?
Just stick that right back on there. So.
You're gonna keep on your stream for a while.
I'll wrap up here, but thanks for absolutely for coming in, trying it out, and you created your account. So I just want to let you know that if you were to continue this on your own device or whatever, on your phone or whatever, just in like from time to time, you would have the same UID and login info.
Okay.
But because it is an ongoing game, it auto saves, and you would start from wherever you left off.
Wow, that's great.
So all your info is saved already. So.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone who's watching, and I can't wait to get recruiting for this.
Sounds good. All right, thanks again. Have a good one. All right, guys. What'd you guys in the chat think? Let's see here. Let's see here. 180. Yeah, they had some pretty good combos. Natty B, how's it going? Very pog. Yeah, so for a first time trying that out, again, you guys got to see, again, how many of you this was the first time seeing that intro for a while? Because obviously when I played that, I mean, I've done it since then, but after having played the game in its entirety up until now, and then going back to do a trial run or a test run of like, oh, how long is this going to take? It's been a while since I saw the very intro of the game. So, sorry, I forgot my camera's over here. Sorry, you guys can't see me in both cameras. I'm going to move over to this chair as I wrap up. But let's see here. It's been like 5 years for you, goated gameplay. And that was just Mondstadt, obviously. The game has been out for about 5-6 years now. And if you guys are seeing this gameplay and you're like, oh, maybe I should try this out, keep in mind the game has evolved since then. And again, we talked, if you missed it earlier when we were playing through the Mondstadt tutorial, Mondstadt's, again, it's the tutorial that came out in 2020, 2021 or so. And it was the wind region, right? Animo region. And each region has its own element and themes. And that introduces different gameplay styles. So whereas the Wind region had certain gameplay elements and gameplay mechanics, the Leeway or the Geo Nation had different elements that are kind of based around Earth. Inazuma is the Electro Nation, so you get different electricity stuff. I know Base, I don't know if you're still in the chat, is currently at the very beginning of that Electro Nation of Inazuma. Sumeru is the Dendro Nation, so it's kind of like planting and bringing plants to life and things like that. Fontaine is the Hydro Nation, so water. And then, what am I missing? Natlan, we already know is the Pyro Nation, but again, we talked about how there's different tribes there. And then Nagkra is the current region. It focuses more and less so much on elemental aspects and more on like the moon motifs. And then starting, I believe, in September, we're heading to Snezhnaya finally. The game's been kind of building up story-wise to Snezhnaya. Which is the Cryo Nation, so the Nation of Ice. So, oh, there you are, yeah. So you're getting to the start of Inazuma. But yeah, if you guys haven't tried the game out, feel free to give it a whirl. Again, this is what we're basing the Marching Band show on, and it's Natlan specifically that we were kind of inspired by the music styles, the world music styles of this region. So. But any questions from the chats before we wrap things up here? This is going to be a short stream, only about 2 hours, it looks like today. A little bit shorter on the Instagram because we had to wait for everyone to get here. But yeah, it seems like the stream went well. It looks like I took some notes on things that maybe I might want to change for the future. We might have another one of these maybe about a week from now, early part of next week, most likely before Wednesday of next week. So the director at one of the feeder middle schools, we've invited, and they said like, oh, I can maybe make something work early next week when they come back into town from out of state. So again, I'll take my notes and I'll review the footage and see what we can kind of improve from last time, and we'll go from there. We'll probably be in the same spot. I don't know it'll be the same time. Again, we now because like it's spring break at this high school, and it's a little bit easy to kind of set up and film things here. Again, we were here for about 2 hours. But next week they're back in school, and we'll have to work around any kind of rehearsal schedules and stuff like that as we go. So, but if no other questions, I think we're gonna wrap up. If you guys came in, we were hoping to do one last pull for Yao Guang at the start of the stream before Mr. Betz got here. Unfortunately, the banner was gone, so no Yao Guang. But we now have 66 pity and one extra pull, so 67 pulls for Silver Wolf, I guess. So. But yeah, if no other questions, guys, I am going to wrap up here. Also, my laptop looks like it's running out of battery. Even though it's plugged in, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, the camera battery is almost dead. That's what it is. Okay. That's weird. That's also plugged in. Let me see. Are we able to rate anyone? All right, I'm going to wrap up the Instagram stream. If you guys are here in the Instagram stream, do me a favor, give us a follow on Twitch. I stream there on Twitch every day. A lot of Genshin, a lot of Honkai Star Rail, a lot of Zenless Zone Zero, a lot of Nintendo stuff as well. So lately I've been doing a lot of Pokemon Legends ZA as well as Pokopia. So give us a follow. The Twitch name is on the screen there, Tanuki TV. Bye-bye. Have a good one, AM. Let's see, I'm excited to see if I can when it happens. That works. And again, guys, I am not doing another stream tonight because, again, it's going to take me, a while to set everything back up because I had to pack everything up and bring it all here. But we'll do another stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream, I don't remember offhand what it is going to be, but we'll figure that out. I'll announce it in the Discord. But as usual, guys, make sure you follow the channel on Twitch. Follow on Instagram if you guys aren't already. Did you read my previous comments? Which one? Chat was moving pretty quick. Should I get Nangong's W engine first or Idhari? I would go for Idhari. I don't usually prioritize engines, but I would go for Idhari first. I think Pepper also said that. Wait, Pepper, who is that? Who's Pepper? All right, let me check chat real quick if anyone's online for us to raid. Actually, let me end the Instagram live. So if you guys are here from Instagram, follow on Instagram, the Stag Marching Chargers, or I think it's just Stag Marching. But also give a follow on Twitch. I stream every day. So yeah, stick around. Though we're gonna raid Bandroom Jump Scare. Welcome in. You just joined at the end, I think, unless you've been here earlier and I missed it or something. But Thanks for joining in. Yeah, Mr. Betz was playing a little bit here. I did record the stream, so I'll see if we can maybe get some clips on the Instagram as well. But let's see who we can raid before my camera runs out of battery. Who is on? Oh. I probably should have disconnected Betz' AirPods from my computer. Well, whatever. Who's on? Shamimi's playing Where Winds Meets. Astronomer's playing Wuthering Waves. Pika Court is doing Star Savior. I think she's just started Star Savior. We could go there. Because I don't think we get to raid Pika often. Astra's playing Wuthering Waves. And I got a few people playing like Pokopia and stuff like that. Do you know the 8-bit drummer? It rings a bell. Why? Let's go to Astra. They're playing Wuthering Waves, which is another gacha. All right. If you guys do me a favor, if you stick around for the raid, can you let Astra know I said hi? Because as soon as this raid goes, I'm packing up because I got to bring all this stuff home. So, streams himself doing drum covers to review. Oh, that's fun. The name rings a bell. I don't know if I've been there, but it does ring a bell. All right, so you're at 76 pity in Genshin. Let me write that down real quick just so I don't forget. What's today? The 24th? March 24th. Genshin 76. So you're into soft pity range. You're going to get this Escoffier at some point here. But okay, let's go raid. Did I spell this right? Yes, I did. All right, let me end the Instagram stream here, guys. Again, if you're here through Instagram, hit that follow button on Stag Marching. Join and follow on Twitch as well. But we'll see you guys soon. Again, we're going to try and get the director from one of the middle schools. It's later. Early next week. So ending the live video. See you guys soon. Bye, guys. All right, Instagram is done. Download your video, view this in your archive or on the Instagram app. Oh, perfect. Let's see. Well, then how do I save it? Let me see if I can do it here. Hold on. On your archive on the Instagram app. Where's my archive? Archive. Oh, this is the stories archive. Where's the... Where do I go for this? Let's see. See, I have a good day. Oh. Wait, where do I go for this? Is it my activity? Oh, here, archive content. Story archive. Oh, live archive. Oh, there it is. Okay, sweet. Well, where's the other one from before? All right, we're going to download that anyway. So I'll download that. Let's go raid on Twitch. Again, if someone can just let Astra know that I said hi and we're raiding over. We'll see you guys again. And if Sparkle, if you need help with Genshin, I can help you out when I get home. After I'm done getting all settled in, I have to set all my stuff back up for tomorrow's stream too. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope that was fun. Again, that was a bit of a test stream. And then we'll hopefully get more things ironed out before next week's stream with one of the junior high directors. But you guys have a good one. Let's see, stop performance. All right, you guys have a good rest of your... Oh, yeah, my camera's running out of battery because it's plugged in. Why is it not charging? You guys have a good one. Go say hi to Astra. Again, I can't really stay. I mean, I'll try to see if I can pull it up on my phone. But if you guys can... let Astra know I said hi, and I'll be in the chat once I get home if they're still on. So, all right, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.
If the kids come over again today, I think I'll give them these toys.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough. Taming the beast within is tougher.
If the kids come over again today, I think I'll give them these toys.
Fruits from every corner of Tibet, including rare Northland varieties you won't find anywhere else. Come, try some.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around?
Come over again today.
I'm in the mood for some